I hate my daughter so much. Turn her into a pig and let her meet a miserable ending.
In the village of Ayetoro, people feared many things. Dark forests where hunters disappeared. Angry spirits that followed travelers home. Wicked neighbors whose smiles hid poison. But nothing terrified them more than a mother who hated her own child. Because when a mother's heart turns bitter, when love is replaced by envy, even the gods step back and watch in silence. This is the story of Angel. A girl so beautiful, so gifted, that her own mother destroyed her life and turned her into a pig. Angel's mother was called Mora. There was a time when Mora was the pride of Ayetoro. She danced at festivals, her waist moving like flowing water. Her skin glowed under the sun, and men fought for her attention. Women whispered her name with envy. But Mora carried a secret so heavy. It bent her spirit long before age touched her body. When she was still a girl. Confused, innocent, trusting. Her own father violated her. The shame was buried. The pain was swallowed. The village never knew. From that wicked act, Angel was born. Mora never spoke of it. She never cried in public. She never told the truth. The village believed Angel's father was a traveler who came once and never returned. But every time Mora looked at Angel, she did not see a daughter. She saw pain. She saw shame. She saw a past she wanted buried so deep it would never breathe again. Angel grew. And as she grew, the village began to whisper. By the age of 12, Angel had become more beautiful than her mother ever was. Her eyes sparkled like river water at sunrise. Her smile softened even the hardest hearts. But it was her hands that truly amazed people. Angel's fingers moved as if guided by unseen spirits. She made beaded crowns fit for royalty. She stitched dresses that looked like they belonged in palaces. She created woven patterns no elder had ever taught her. People traveled from neighboring villages just to see her work. Some offered money. Others offered blessings. They praised her. They admired her. They said, Mora, your daughter will bring honor to this land. But every word of praise stabbed Mora's heart. Because the glory she once owned, the attention, the admiration, now rested on her daughter's head. And Mora could not bear it. Mora's envy did not announce itself loudly. It crept in quietly. She began to destroy Angel's creations. One dress, burned in the fire at dawn. One beaded crown, broken under her heel. One woven masterpiece, thrown into the river like it meant nothing. When Angel cried, Mora beat her. You think you are better than me? You want to replace me? You want the world to forget who I am? Angel never understood. She knelt. She apologized. She begged. She only wanted her mother's love. At night, while Angel slept with tears on her face, Mora sat alone in the dark, whispering to unseen spirits, feeding her envy until it hardened into hatred. Years passed by and Mora's hatred towards Angel became darker. One full moon night, Mora wrapped her cloth tightly and went deep into the forest. She walked past paths elders warned children never to follow, past trees said to listen, past stones said to remember blood. She reached an old shrine. Cracked, abandoned, feared. There, Mora knelt and made a bargain. If I cannot shine, she whispered, then let her crawl. If she must take my glory, then take her humanity. When Mora returned home, Angel was asleep, dreaming, unaware. By morning, Angel was gone. In her place stood a pig, its body animal, but its eyes full of tears, its gaze filled with intelligence. No animal should ever have. Mora looked at the pig. And she smiled. But it did not live like an animal. It refused to roll in mud. It avoided filth. It slept curled beside Angel's old sewing basket. When the village women came to visit, the pig stared at their clothes, especially beads. Once, a woman removed her necklace, and the pig gently nudged it into a pattern on the ground. The exact pattern Angel used to make. People laughed nervously. But Mora did not laugh. Mora grew tired of the pig. Its presence reminded her of what she had done. Its eyes followed her everywhere. On a busy market day, Mora tied the pig with a rope and led it far from home. The market was loud. Drums beating, traders shouting, goats bleating. She sold the pig cheaply to a stranger who did not ask questions. She returned home alone and felt relief for the first time in months. But before nightfall, the pig was back. Dirty. Tired. Standing at her doorway. No rope. No mark of escape. Mora's hands shook. She saw the pig again the next market day. And again. It returned. Always before night. Always silent. One afternoon, traveling priests entered Ayetoro. They were not loud men. They carried staffs worn smooth by years of walking. As they passed Mora's hut, the pig cried. It fell to its knees and wept like a child. The priest stopped. They looked at the pig, then at Mora. This one does not belong to animals, one said. They followed Mora into her hut. At first, she denied everything. But truth has weight. It pressed on her chest until she collapsed. She confessed. The abuse. The envy. What is done in secret always returns home. The curse. The priest listened without judgment. That night, they reversed the curse. At dawn, Angel returned. Mora did not see her. Because when the curse lifted, darkness entered Mora's eyes. She was blind. Do you believe pain excuses cruelty, or should suffering never be passed on to the innocent? If a mother harms her child because of jealousy, does she deserve forgiveness or consequences?